Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Gamecocks about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Armour. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. He's got 69 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Toss to the outside, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Let's it fly. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Holt. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's Holt. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Holt. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Another first down, man. This defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Jukes his way for more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack at another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Hard running there. That's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Harry. Touchdown, Gamecocks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Rourke. And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bust through behind his pad and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Rourke. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. Touchdown Gamecocks! Somehow they got up off the deck and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Coming out with it, it's Cook. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Rowe. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Holt. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Rourke. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Caught close to the marker. It's Rourke. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Leaves it with the back.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
They'll run it from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their